What were you listening to in the late 2000s?
A lot of Arcade Fire. I think I was massively into Arcade Fire. Mumford & Sons. I didn't have much choice. Brandi Carlile. I loved like a lot of Brandi's early stuff. I've been sort of always drawn to sort of lots of folk music, and probably the genre of music that I sort of listened to the most on my own. And a lot of the songs that Tom wrote reminded me of Johnny Flynn, who I love, who's one of my favourite singers and songwriters, actually. So whenever I heard Tom's songs, and they're in the short film, and if you haven't seen the short film is so worth looking at. It's on YouTube. But the songs were just so beautiful. I think it's like 25 songs or something, and then they chose sort of 10 or 12 for the soundtrack of the film, and we recorded those. And I felt like there was a ready-made story of this band, and the sound was already set, so I just sort of got to fall into it. I think the part of the charm of the film is that it's such a small cast, it's isolated. You feel it wasn't actually shot on an island, but you feel like you are, and there's no escape. So it sort of heightens all of the drama and the comedy and the romance of it. And the locations were actually really familiar to me. We were very close to a seaside town in Wales that I grew up going on holiday to. The house, Tim Key's house, Charles's house, is in the town that my mother was born in. So it was the whole kind of landscape was sort of quite personal, and you couldn't see anybody else for miles around. And so in that sense, it felt, it kind of helped create that sense of us all being sort of in this place together.